You see this bell icon here? Hit it now and we'll ensure you get delivered the very best of reviews, interviews and pop culture content.
I do not know how to act. I just know how to feel and become. I'm at that point of time where people write for me. I'm playing leads or parallel leads, and I am loving it. I am loving it.
Shefali, welcome to Film Companion and welcome back to Zoom Boxes.
Thank you. Thank you, Sneha.
You're promoting Human on Hotstar. I know it's a serious show, but this conversation doesn't have to be. So are you in the mood to spill the tea?
I won't spill the tea, but I'm really looking forward to a fun conversation.
Excellent. To kick things off, tell me, how would you describe yourself as a human? Give me one good and one not so good trait, just to keep it interesting.
Well, I think there is one trait which works either ways, which is my pro and which is my con, which is my strength and which is my weakness, is excessive passion and excessive emotion.
How's that a con?
Because I give in way way more than anyone can match up. And I probably do not get enough in it.
Mm-hmm.
And also the way it's interpreted, like I'm a passionate person. So the way I talk is like, oh, please calm down. Why are you getting hyper? And it's like, I'm not hyper. This is the way I talk.
That actually brings me to my next question. When you come to be known as such an immersive actor, such a passionate actor, what are the stereotypes that get associated with you? Like, would you get a call ever for a flippant role? Like, do they just assume that you can't run around trees?
I don't want to run around trees, but, actually until recently, there is a persona I carry. And I've seen that happen on multiple sets I have gone to. So the first impression is, and I've heard, the ADs and directors tell me this after they get to know me. The first impression is, she's very serious. You don't mess with her. You just talk to her enough as far as the role is concerned, the shoot is concerned. She doesn't like talking to people and it's intimidating, which lasts exactly like 15 minutes, because after those 15 minutes, they know who I am and they realize that I can be a goofball. So yeah, they really don't think it's possible for me to be funny or wicked, but that illusion breaks almost immediately after they meet.
So give me let's bust 3 myths about being Shefali Shah. What would you say?
One is serious, like she's only serious. Yeah, I'm not serious. 2, myths of being Shefali Shah. What an incredibly confident and self-assured woman.
Not?
I question myself all the time.
Ooh, you got me there.
Yeah. I really question myself all the time. Yeah, I doubt myself, I question myself in terms of my work. This might sound completely like unreal, but it's a fact. I do not know how to act.
Sorry.
I just know how to feel and become. I don't have a pattern.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a craft. So sometimes I feel that if instinctively I don't feel it and instinctively I don't become that person, what will happen? I won't have anything to fall back on.
Wow. Pankaj Tripathi said in an interview that to be a good actor, you have to be a good human being. Do you find the truth there?
Not necessarily.
No?
No, because I could be a good human being, but I could play a character which is completely off. But yes, I believe that if you are real, it will show through. It always shows through. So, there could be an actor who's terrific at their craft, and there could be an actor who's not a great actor, but honest. And what will touch you is the honesty. At least for me, that's the way I see it.
Right. I want to come to the rules of engagement when working with one's spouse. You're co-directed by your husband on this one. Do you guys have like a little safe book that makes it work?
No, maybe I should have had it. No, but you need to probably be a little more aware, because, like if I have an honest conversation with a director, and like I said, I'm extremely passionate in the way I talk, I speak, the way I express. But when I do that when I'm doing that with a director, any other director, it might be perceived as, okay, this is a back and forth, healthy conversation without any emotions involved between two directors, between an actor and a director. But when it becomes with my husband, or if he says something to me, it will always be perceived, oh, he spoke like this to his wife. Oh, she spoke like this to her husband. There's a protocol that you have to maintain.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That could be it. You were also coming to him straight off Delhi Crime and an absolutely phenomenal run that you've been having. Does your bargaining power change at home even?
Are you talking about money, or are you talking about role? So Vipul and me have we respect each other's work way too much. We really respect each other's work, and also whatever he does and whatever I do is actually a cumulative bigger picture for our family. So I will never tell him to cast me in something just because I'm his wife, and he will never offer me something which is not worth my while. And even after that, it depends on either's choice, like things like that. Secondly, as far as my logistical things go, even in other projects, Vipul is the one who does it for me, because I think from my heart, he thinks from his head. So, wow. Yeah.
Well, that's a good way to make it work.
Yeah.
Shefali, you're playing a doctor on Human, and I know that this is a profession that it's very easy to come across as fake and go horribly wrong with it as well, and known that you never take a role lightly. What were some of the stereotypes that you were sure right from the start that you would not resort to when it came to being a doctor on screen?
Honestly, Gauri Nath is a doctor, but she is another person in entirety. Being a doctor is a part of her. She's a part of this. I mean, there is the show is about the underbelly of the medical world. It is about human drug trials. But Gauri Nath by herself is an entire person. Being a doc is a part of it, and a very integral part of it. Also, every doctor varies from each other because of who they are as people. So there is no rule book. There is no blueprint actually to follow. कि अच्छा doctor हो तो ये करना चाहिए. There is no such instruction booklet that you get being a doctor. So Gauri Bai, as a character itself, I mean, you're talking about myths. I don't even know about myths, because she manages to surprise you at every step. She is a Pandora's box. She is unexpected. She is indecipherable. She is unpredictable. And she used to surprise me.
That's exciting.
Yeah, very exciting.
How did living through a pandemic prepare you for the part?
Well, I'll be very honest. The pandemic was a far bigger burning issue than anything else.
Absolutely, and still is.
It still is. So to say that prepared me for the part, nothing prepares you for what is going on in the world right now. It's unprecedented. It was unthought of. Physically, what happened this year when we had the second wave, which was terrible, and it affected every family. The first wave was still where you heard somebody got COVID. Second wave hit everyone's home, and the amount of lives we lost, and just it was really terrifying. It was terrifying to even hear the news or read, because of the kind of chaos the medical world was in, how ill-equipped we were for it. So in the larger picture, there is not a comparison. Nothing could take brain space, not a show, not a role, not a film, not what you ate for dinner, or not, oh my God, I'm locked up in my house. Because the burning issue was so large. It's like a large cloud hanging over our heads, even today.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But just in terms of, you managed to wrap this shoot before the third wave looms large, and I'm so glad for that. But what is it like for an actor to shoot with all of these restrictions and the protocol that you have to follow? What's the reality of it?
Well, one is that all the productions that I work with, they're extremely precautious. I got used to my nose being dug every day. I just got used to it. It was like, wake up, brush your teeth, have a shower, get your nose dug by somebody else. It was like that. But it's necessary. It is very, very necessary. And that's how it's going to be. As far as, there's only this much precaution you can take as an actor, because you're completely exposed.
Yeah.
You're completely exposed. So the responsibility does come onto the production house to make sure that your actors are protected. In terms of everyone else is wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Because you can't, So, but I have to give it, every production house I've worked with, I mean, they've worked around it, and there is no other option. They put safety as priority.
Yeah. Talk to me a little bit about being Shefali Shah today. You really are having such a glorious run. What is your mind space? What is your head space? Knock on wood, the both of us. But what is it really like? The happiness is for everyone to see, but what is it really like to finally get your due?
Well, it's, oh my God, it's just that, when you just have a sigh, it's not a sigh of relief. It's just like, really, finally, thank God. Thank God. I mean, honestly, Sneha, the amount of work I've done in this year, in 2021, I haven't done in my entire career put together. And I mean it. I genuinely mean it. And the kind of work I want, where they're women-oriented subjects. There have been scripts. I'm at that point of time where people write for me. I'm playing leads or parallel leads, and I am loving it. I am loving it. I mean, I'm seriously telling you, I've done 6 projects this year. I was like, really? Out of which 2 months we were in a lockdown.
I was going through your Instagram and I couldn't keep up.
Yeah, actually, everyone was like, 1 second, before you started, there is again a wrap cake. Like, what are you doing? Where are you? What is going on? So yeah, it's been touch wood.
But in retrospect, it's safe to say that this is all the fruit of one show really touching.
I agree. Yes, it's Delhi crime. The fact that Rishi Mehta took a chance and cast me. It's a big deal. Until then, nobody had done. I mean, yes, there was juice and there was once again, but to put me in the center of a show, I mean, I have to give it to him and Mukesh, they were casting. So that really, and of course, what the show is, even before it won the Emmys, the show by itself is one of the best shows that has ever come out of India. And it's one of the best shows internationally. So to be a part of it. And suddenly people saw that and said, oh, she can carry a project on her shoulders.
Yeah.
And she can be the center of it. So all this while, people used to say, wow, she's very good, one of the best we have, terrific actor, but it never translated into work. DC changed that for me.
Brownie points at home with the kids?
Well, I think they think I'm very talented.
I'm sure they always did, but now
they don't tell me. Yeah, but they're proud of me.
Does it change with the friends, the kids' friends? Like, what happens really?
They think I'm the cool mom. Yeah, they definitely think I'm the cool mom.
I love it. Listen, tell me.
Like, actually, some of their friends come and hang out with me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yesterday, one of the other kids, he was just sitting with me and faffing. We were sitting on the deck and we were faffing and having coffee together.
What has the last 2 years just taught you about the human race at large? I'm punning on the title of your show.
Unpredictability of life and the value of togetherness and people you love. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, so make the most of it today. And I treasured my, what I missed the most was being able to connect with my family and friends. The sheer joy of a touch, the sheer joy of being able to see someone you love and hug them tight.
Yeah.
We've taken all this for granted.
Yeah.
But it's a wake-up call of, and also the need to make the most of togetherness today. It kind of highlighted it.
On a lighter note, if we were to go into some sort of lockdown, what is the chore that you're dreading the most?
Oh God.
I feel you.
Yeah. The first lockdown, I was doing everything. I was doing everything. From jhadu, pocha, bartan, kapda, cooking, beds, cleaning, dusting, everything. I was doing, and then we had 2 puppies. We just gotten 2 puppies. So it was really crazy. What is chore that, I don't know. I just don't want to be in that situation again where I have no help. I'll go crazy.
Yeah.
Really. I can't do it. I'll go crazy. It's exhausting. Also, I have OCD. So a lot of things my husband said, but you don't need to do this every day. But I insisted on doing it every day. So.
And finally, before I let you go, give me 3 recommendations that people should just stay home and sit and watch, because that's the safest thing to do.
I can give you many, because actually I didn't have the time through the year to catch up. So in the last, like from the 28th or 27th or something, I went rampant with it. So one is Money Heist. I know everybody's watched it. I couldn't watch it until I came back from Konkan after my shoot. Then Fargo, it's an old show. I visited it recently. Coda, the film. Living with the Ricardos. Don't Look Up. Wow. There are just so many shows. I haven't been able to catch everything.
Nice. You absolutely are the cool.
And human.
And human. Good plug. You are absolutely the cool mom. And I'm so glad that you're finally getting your due. And in return, we are getting our due by just being able to see you on screen. Thank you so much. All the best for human. And
thank you. Thank you, Sneha. You stay safe too. Take care. Bye.
Bye.